Hey, all my crafty friends. We are back for day 18 and actually 20 of my December daily. I'm skipping around a little bit. I mean, not much, but just a little bit, just because 18 is a very quick digital page. 19 was a whole video in itself, and 20 is a pretty quick page also. So I'm gonna squeeze 18 and 20 together, and then my next video will be 19. It kind of is looking like it's gonna be like that in my album too. Things got a little wonky. I wanted to add some things in there that I just wanted in there. And so there might be only one thing that I can do to like stop the craziness in here, but I'll kind of figure that out as my album comes together more. But this is pretty much a complete digital page. As you can see, I printed this straight out. I just took pictures of the wrapping paper that I chose this year that matched the theme of my Christmas tree, which was my Santa's Christmas tree, which the next story is all about my Christmas tree. And then used the paper and bows word art that I think came in the digital like extra kit. I don't know exactly how it came, but it was like in the extras, I believe. And then just some journaling, and it was pretty much as easy as that. I am adding the 18. This came from Ellie's studio, I believe. And for some reason, 18 was the only number I could not find in my whole collection. I have no idea. I have two 24s, but no 18. I didn't notice it when I was putting it away in my thing. I have no idea. But of course, it's the one day that I don't have it. But, you know, I used the 1 and the 8, and it's fine. I thought that I was going to need some more embellishment here. As you can see, I'm not, I thought I needed a little bit of something, but I just felt like that just took away from the 18, I guess. And at the end of the day, I was just like, you're thinking way too much into this. Like, there has to be pages here in the next day or two that have to be easy, because I had 2 pages that were very intense, like, I guess, structurally intensive. Day 19 and the one that you guys just seen, which was day 16 maybe? I'm not sure. The other flip out that I did. Yeah, oh no, day 17. Took a lot of thought and process and, you know, put together. So I was like, it's good to just have days that are easy. So being that I am through day 20 at this point, it's kind of crazy how I'm only doing like one-sided pages, and I think that's good since I am trying to keep it to this one album, even though I don't think it's going to be possible, and then I don't think it's like also needs to be spread to another album, but we'll figure that out later too. That's a future me problem. But I did think that this page needed a little something down here on the bottom, so I just put these stars in there, or down at the bottom, just to bring a little bit more, just a little bit. And then I put a word phrase sticker over the 1 and the 18, also to jazz this up just a little bit, give it a little bit of texture so that it just isn't completely digital here. Oh, the phrase stickers, right? All of the and I went through a few. I didn't, even though that red looked fine there, it did not look great in person. I don't know why. I'm still not happy with my lighting at this point. I broke one of my lights, so I'm kind of rigging it up, and I need to fix that. Actually, I need to find the glue to fix that. That one was too small. We end up going with one of my clear phrase stickers. Here we go. I couldn't believe I had 3 different sheets that had like something about wrapping or wrapping gifts, and they all did, and it was perfect. So, and then I fidget with this thinking that it wasn't straight, and I was like, yep, we're done with that. We're gonna move on. Like, I don't feel like I can ever get it straight, so it's straight now. So there we go. page 18, like I said, sometimes you need those spreads where they're just easy peasy. So this is also another easier one. Took a little bit more time because I foil quilled this, but pretty easy. This is just a picture of our tree this year, like I said, a full page photo. And then I used, I believe around Christmas, Allie sent out like a freebie Christmas thing, like word art. I'm guessing this is a very old word art. She used to do like the smaller, like scripty ones like this, a pretty long time ago. So now she's just giving away for free. And I decided to use one of those and put it through my foil quill. It just says hello twinkle. So lots of twinkle here. I really wanted to get this in to the album because I am hoping this is the last year of this tree. I really want a new Christmas tree next year. This one has been so good to us and I love this tree, but I've flocked it myself many of times and it's a hard tree to put together on top of it. It like doesn't just open up. It like you have to put each branch on in the middle. I don't know. It's just a harder one. It's lovely, don't get me wrong, but it's a hard one to put up and put down. And I'm hoping next year that I can get a new one. So it's been a few years. All right, so I've been wanting to put this into my album for many, many years and just never found the place for it. It literally lines up with my tree perfectly in this picture. So I was like, this is the year that you're putting it in there. You need a little bit of a break in the album anyways. And the only thing again is this is an older transparency. So it is only a 6x8. So we are just going to use this star trim to fill the outside of it. And it works perfectly. I did only have red. I was not going to, for some reason, the last time I went to go rethread this machine, it was horrible. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not rethreading this to white. The red is going to stay and it's going to be fine. And so I just did that and it works perfectly. And look at there. And now we reach the end and I love it and it works great. So that's as easy as that. We are going to create a flip out on this though. Sorry for my head. We're going to use the other side of that 3x4 transparency that I fused together a couple projects ago, and just a few up close pictures of the tree. This year I liked that I didn't use a star. I used a Santa hat. Like my whole theme was Santa, and so I had like little Santa bulbs on there. The ribbon all had Santas, and the story that I'm telling with this is that at one point, I was doing all of this, and if you're not familiar with our family, that we do have, my husband is African American, and so at one point he was like, there are way too many white Santas in this house this year, and I was just like, you have a point. So I stopped decorating the tree at that point and told him, okay, I'm not taking this down, but if I can go to the store and find a ribbon that has black Santas on it, then I will do 2 stripes with whites and 2 stripes with black. And there we go. And when I went to the store, they actually had the same exact ribbon in a whole different store, actually, with black Santa on it. And I was like, it's perfect. Look at that. I was like generally surprised that I found one that matched so well to it. So that is what we did. So we had a mixed tree on top of it. And I have had this card also in my stash for a long time. And because this is a page protector that I have already fused together, the pockets are much smaller. So I had to cut that down a little bit. I didn't have to cut it down this small. Whoops. But it is what it is. And I just filled out that card. Again, using some cards out of my stash and, getting it all taken care of. So one of the questions on here is, when did the tree go up? And I was like, oh, I don't remember that, but it was the first weekend in November, so November 4th. And then I believe the next one is who decorated it. I decorate all of the trees in the house except for the ones that are in my kids' rooms. My kids are just older. They're not interested. They love decorating their own trees, but they're just not interested in decorating my trees. And that's okay. I'm perfectly okay with that. So, and then I told that story. So, and that pretty much wraps it. Oh, no. That does not wrap it up. That does not wrap it up. Here it is. So yes, I have a few just detailed images of the tree in these pockets. And then for a title, which I was talking earlier in a video that I have not had titles to my spreads. And then this one, I'm like, I have a title, just our tree or the tree or my tree. But I didn't have a, 3x4 card that I wanted to use. So I was like, okay, we're going to make my own card. And I've been wanting to get more of my stamps in here and use more of the stamps. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Did it come out perfectly? No, it's okay. It works. It absolutely works. But we're going to pull out this stamp from Allie Edwards. I've used this stamp quite a few times in this album, so I am trying to now stick to this stamp just for a little bit of continuity. And we're going to fit... at first I was going to put my tree, but because this tree is my pride and joy during the year, or during the season. But it ended up fitting better being the tree. I am using Holiday Red from Close to My Heart Inks. Again, that is just the ink set that I have. I have Distress Oxides and then Close to My Heart dye inks. You can use whatever inks you have. I've also been looking into maybe some Pink Fresh or the Simon Says stamps line. I don't know if I really need a third set of inks. But, we all need, 45 sets of everything, right? But yeah, so I put, I figured the tree fit better because as soon as I went to go put I didn't know where that Y was going to go, and I thought it was going to just look weird. So I was like, you know what, the doesn't have any, any letters that have anything that go under, under the horizon line, I guess, whatever you want to call that. I know there's better words than that, but then this number, I just used this I used it for day 19. You guys just haven't seen that yet. So I was like, well, we'll just use it for day 20 also. And that keeps a little bit of consistency from page to page a little bit. And then I'm going to bring back that evergreen color. I felt like the last couple of pages we've gotten into lots of red, so we're going to start bringing back in that green to tie in this album at the end of all of this in the last 5 stories. There was a hair on my stamp, so I'm like trying not to get super inky, and I did. That lasted on my finger for quite some time too, actually. And then I'm just going to partially stamp. It's just going to fall off the edge. And I think it's enough to where you know that it's 20. And then the last part of this is it felt off to me. It just didn't feel completed. It didn't feel finished. So the way I just tried to fix that was putting a dash line around everything. I mean, a dash line makes everything feel finished, right? Whew. You can tell that I'm at the end of this day. Look at my glue is tipped over. I was like, let's get this over with. So, dash line. All right, friends. So that is going to wrap up this video. Getting so close. Getting so close. A lot of you in my comments I've been hearing, you're almost to the finish line. I know, it's so close. I just need to now design the last 4 days. And I think maybe tonight I'm going to sit down and design the last 4 pages. So one day when I have a little bit of time, I can sit down and knock out the rest of those. And maybe by the end of this, I think by the end of this week, I will be done. I thought I was going to get it done last weekend, and I I decided to do other things. And so, and football has been taking up a lot of our time lately. Since we are in Michigan, we had our Michigan team and our Lions that are doing so well. So lots of football around here. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you've made it this far, I would love if you would put a 20 in the comments below just to let me know that you're still here. I do just very much appreciate all of you. I am in the spinning hamster wheel, unfortunately, of watch hours, and it stinks that it looks like it's going to be a minute before I can get monetized, just because I need a lot of watch hours still. Not a lot, but enough that it's just not working. So I appreciate you all for watching. It means the world to me. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.